We've all heard of recycling paper, glass, plastic, and even water. But have you heard of recycling old tires? Every year, about 1 billion tires end up in the landfill globally, creating a massive waste problem for many countries. But in Malaysia, one company may have the solution to this rubber obstacle. Green Rubber Global has invented and patented technologies that make it possible for waste rubber to be devulcanized and turned into new products. Like many other commodities, there is a record demand for rubber. So Green Rubber's breakthrough inventions promise big cost savings for rubber product manufacturers and help boost the industry's environmental credentials all at the same time.
Mel Gibson's put his money on it, and so has Christopher Forbes of Forbes Inc. It's a technology so revolutionary that it has made these financial heavyweights sit up and watch the rubber hit the road. For the first time in the industry's history, rubber can be commercially devulcanized. When inventor Charles Goodyear accidentally discovered the vulcanization of rubber in 1839, or the process that makes rubber stronger, more elastic, and durable, it was also a process that was irreversible. Attempts to recycle rubber have been limited to only shredding and converting tires into crumb rubber. But Green Rubber's patented D-Link mechanochemical process can reverse the vulcanization process of natural and synthetic rubber and create a devulcanized rubber compound called green rubber that can be re-vulcanized and turned into a variety of other rubber products. Dr. Vinod Sekhar is the Chief Executive Officer of Green Rubber Global. He is optimistic about the potential of this groundbreaking technology.
Until D-Link, they couldn't essentially reverse the vulcanization process. You take green rubber, you put it into a mold, whether it's a mold for a shoe product, whether it's a mold for mats, whether it's, even tread, tire tread. You heat it up, the vulcanization process occurs, and you have product. So it's a full cycle. You can't stop using rubber. Now the world has had to face up to this challenge, and they're trying to deal with it. D-Link solves that problem. It recycles tires, it recycles waste rubber back into products. It's a full closed loop cycle. That's one aspect, the green aspect, which is important.
Not only is it a breakthrough invention, but the D-Link process is also highly lauded for its environmentally friendly technology that does not produce toxic byproducts. The company has also recently developed an alternative D-Link formula, which means green rubber can be used for a wider range of applications. Besides making end products such as shoe soles, mats, retread tires, and hoses, D-Link can be used to recycle factory waste.
Almost any rubber product will have waste. With D-Link, what you can do is you can take that waste, it's your own waste, add again 2% of the D-Link chemical compound, and recycle it back into your own product. So you essentially have a waste-free factory. Absolutely zero waste.
Green rubber is also significantly cheaper than virgin rubber compounds, which at current market prices can cost up to $3,000 per ton. The D-Link technology was discovered by Dr. Vinod's father, the late Tan Sri, Dr. B.C. Sekhar, and Russian professor Dr. Vitaly A. Kormer. It was a painstaking effort that took Tan Sri over a decade to perfect, but it couldn't have come at a better time. The green agenda has never been more powerful. The world, from businesses, governments to consumers, are demanding the business community take a proactive role in preserving the environment for future generations. What's more, the ever-increasing price for rubber makes green rubber an attractive financial proposition as well as a green solution to the rubber industry. As a pioneer in turning old rubber into new rubber, the impact of green rubber will not just be massive, it is powerful enough to cut across borders. The rise of powerhouses like China and India translates into an increased annual usage of rubber in these countries by 8%. In the United States, approximately 300 million tires are disposed of every year, creating a massive waste problem for the industry. The annual demand for rubber is expected to rise by approximately 42% between 2006 and 2020 from the base of 21.4 million tons of virgin rubber, be it natural or synthetic petrol-based rubber. What's more, the current surplus in both natural and synthetic rubber is also expected to fall as demand overtakes supply and stockpiles diminish. The International Rubber Study Group projects a shortfall of 3 million tons of natural rubber between production and forecast demand by 2020. This will impact the price, supply, and rubber waste management significantly. Datuk Vinod is excited about this huge market.
If you look at roughly 40 million tons of compound at an average price of $2,000 a ton, you know, we do the math on that. 40 million times 2,000. What is that? 80 billion? You know, it's got to be in that region.
As rubber and oil prices continue to rise, the economic incentive for manufacturers to use the D-Link technology looks attractive. After the break, we find out how Green Rubber plans to convince the world to use its technology. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Asian Dragons Rising. Green Rubber Global is one of a number of technology companies under Malaysia's Petra Group conglomerate. It was established back in 1996 to commercialize the way rubber is recycled. And the group is banking hard that Green Rubber Global's groundbreaking rubber recycling technology will take off in a very big way. But can Green Rubber Global convince the world to use its technology?
Retread tires made out of recycled green rubber are about to hit the road in its fleet tire trials at the Tun Abdul Razak Research Center in the United Kingdom. This is after an accelerated roadwear trailer testing at the UK Research Institute was completed, showing that retread tires containing up to 30% green rubber compound performed well in artificially severe trailer testing. The tires will go into fleet trials next. The trail will show whether a cost-effective recycled compound can be used in large quantities in truck tires without any deterioration in performance. It's expected to take about 6 to 9 months to complete. In the meantime, the company has rolled out plans to introduce green rubber and its D-Link technology into major markets. It signed a deal with U.S. rubber product manufacturer Apache Mills to make and sell mats made out of green rubber.
Apache Mills is one of the largest mat manufacturers around, and so we're excited about that because now you have product going into a company like Walmart and being sold to consumers. We're also in the final stage of negotiations with Timberland.
The company also has exciting plans for its expansion in Asia. In Malaysia, Green Rubber is enlarging its KL Technology Center to incorporate a vertically integrated green rubber plant, taking waste rubber crumb and processing green rubber compound to deliver rubber-based consumer durables into the Malaysian market. Plans to franchise D-Link to rubber product manufacturers in Southeast Asia are also in the pipeline to build a market appetite for green rubber's recycling process.
We believe that right away we can go straight from the low end to the medium end of the market, you know, and slowly move up to the top end with green rubber. And if you want to see top end, we're already close to that with tires. Tires being the top end, right? And we've already now passed the first stage of trials for tires. We're doing fleet trials, which we are, we're very confident will be successful. So we're moving forward quite aggressively. We're moving forward with shoes. We're moving forward with mats. We're going forward with sports products. You know, whether it's bladders and balls or exercise equipment, that uses rubber products. We're looking at a variety of consumer products that we can go into. We've created a consumer products division that's aggressively looking at this market in the US specifically. But you've got to understand, rubber isn't everything.
Green Rubber plans to list its shares on one of the world's major stock markets. However, the current credit crunch is preventing companies listing on public markets.
Well, AIM is a great market because firstly it's liquid. Secondly, it has institutions that value green stock. They value green technologies. They understand the value of it in the world. They understand how to value it, which I believe a lot of markets don't really, don't really give an adequate reflection of its true value. So that's what attracts us to AIM. We can go public anytime, but I think for us, we want to find the right time.
To date, about $20 million has been invested in the D-Link technology. A pre-IPO fundraising is expected to raise about $20 million to help fund the company's rapid expansion plans. And the management believes that green rubber has every chance of it being worth over $1 billion within 5 years.
You're going to see us everywhere. You're going to see us aggressively branding ourselves. You're going to see us aggressively taking a role in making society better as far as we can do it. You're going to see evolutions of our technology. Next time you buy a shoe, hopefully, this is the future, right? When you buy a shoe, you're going to ask, does it have green rubber inside first? Because you'll only want to buy a shoe with green rubber inside, because that's the way the world has to go. When you buy a car, you're going to ask, does it have green rubber tires on it? Does it have green rubber components in its automotive parts? When you buy a sports product that has rubber products in it, does it have green rubber inside? That's the future, and that's what we want the future to look like for us.
So in the near future, the tires on your cars or the running shoes you're wearing may just be made out of recycled rubber. Certainly another way of going green. And thank you for watching Asian Dragons Rising. I'm Chloe Cho, and I'll see you again next week.